Hi, this is Les Miller. Just out for a walk to spend a few minutes here on video, saying hi to my friends and the internet audience. I'm coming up to the pedestrian overpass that goes over top of the Queen Elizabeth II Highway and joins the east and west sides of Airdrie for pedestrians. And we'll get up to the top. I'll turn the camera around and I'll give you a couple of minutes of some thoughts that are on my mind. All right. Well, hello again. Yeah, get you a shot of downtown Calgary in the mountains in just a moment here. I wanted to talk for a couple of minutes as I'm out for a very short walk on something God did for me when I first came to understand the truth about the Seventh-day Sabbath. As I'd mentioned in my testimony video, I had, after 4 times keeping the Sabbath, came to realize if His death on the cross was what saved me from my sins, it wouldn't have meant anything if He hadn't made me in the first place. And so I came to believe in the creation account in the book of Genesis and realized that it is Bible truth and does give us an understanding of meaning and purpose in life. God did something else for me that I'd never thought about for a long time. Came to realize it maybe 10, 15 years ago and then put it on the shelf again. But I was just downtown, I don't know, a week ago I think it was. You can't even see the Calgary Tower from here. I'll just flip the camera. I don't know how well, if downtown Calgary will focus in here. We got the mountains. I don't want to point the camera at the sun, but way off in the distance there. I'm about 40 kilometers or 25 miles away from downtown. I'll put a picture of the Calgary Tower, 1 or 2 pictures. I used to be a waiter at the Calgary Tower. You can't see it here because the buildings are in the way. It's behind them, but I was new in the church. And working as a restaurant waiter, I'd given up a career as a radio DJ in my quest for God, my search for truth. For me, there were more than one reason I gave up that career. I just had a lot of self-esteem issues at the time, but God took advantage of the opportunity to give me a wonderful lesson on the Sabbath, because you see, working as a restaurant waiter, something I'd done in high school, then here I am, newly married, an adult, on fire for Him in the church, but wondering what to do with my life. The first thing He had to do before He gave me any kind of new career, new kind of direction or guidance, was to get me out of the habit of thinking that Sunday has any real significance. So what better way would that have been than for me to have a job where I worked every single Sunday? I had Sunday off, Tuesdays off, or rather Sabbath off rather, and Tuesdays off for about 2 or 3 years. And that really helped me get into the habit of seeing Sabbath as something special. So we have Bible truth, doctrinal truth. I could, show you some verses right now. I've got verses and mentioned verses in some of my other videos. And it's only in the light of the born-again experience that understanding the difference between the Sabbath and Sunday, between true and false worship, really matters. But still, there's practical applications. He wants to apply the truth to your life. And that's what He did for me, and that's how He did it. And I'm very thankful. And if you've never considered the question of which day is the true holy day before, I'd like to put in a plug here. I'll put it in the end screen for a 2-part video on the Les Millman channel, VBS 12, God's Holy Day. And thank you for watching.